Yeah, hello, all, good morning. Today we are going to learn the most important topic in React.js, that is props. Okay, what is the importance of props and how to deal with the props we are going to learn today. Okay, if you're watching this video, click on like button so that this information will reach more people. And please just don't watch this video. Please do practice along with me. If you're watching the video from YouTube, you will get a lot of time, right? You can pause the video and you can watch it and you can do practice and then you can continue. So please do that. Please do practice along with me so that you can learn. Otherwise, it's very difficult. Okay. So first of all, we should understand what is the need of props and what is the importance of props. Okay. So if you see with the React JS, if whenever because to build a complete UI in one page is a bad thing, right? So for that we are using React components and we are splitting the total UI into small pieces. Okay, like this. Suppose if you see, we suppose you just compare Amazon. So the header is split into minimum 7 parts and lot of components are there. So we can arrange that components in a proper order according to our expectation. But the important thing is we need a communication between the components. Okay, why we need a communication between the components? If you see, just suppose if I just search iPhone 14, okay, it is going to display lots of um, information like product details. So now, right now, we have 4 items in the cart. Right now, we have 4 items in the cart. And just go to any the product and just go to the product description page. And if you click on add to cart, what will happen? Just click on add to cart because this is a separate component. Add to cart is a different component, and whenever you click on that, automatically the item as added to the cart. And if you observe carefully, the previously the cart value was 4 and now definitely you can see that the value as 5. Just scroll up properly. Just refresh. Okay, you see this is showing a cart fine. So that means there is some connectivity between the components, right? Because if you click on a button in the product display page, that value is reflecting on the header, right? That means we need a communication between the components. Okay, maybe this is not happening just directly with the props, but there are many ways. Okay, but the props are very important to communicate between the components. Okay, how we can achieve this one? Likewise, whenever you click on add to cart and it is going to reflect on the cart component. Okay, how it is going to display, we are going to learn in detail in coming days. So before going to into the complex things, so it's just simple. If you want to suppose this is a component, this is a component, inside you have another component, that means nested components are there. Okay, and if you want to communicate some information from one component to another component, you can do with the help of props. With the help of props. Okay, and if you see, if you just see the diagram, like if you just draw that this is the app and we have a header, right? We have a header, we have a main, and we have a footer. In the main section we have a product display, product listing page. Inside that you can place number of products equal, like same size, same height, some products are there. So if you want to communicate between these components, if you want to communicate between these components, so first of all, that should maintain the parent and child relationship. So with the help of props, if you want to send information, because if you see, these 4 boxes are children's of this one. So this I will mention the names as well. Suppose if you see, just this is the app component. So this is a header, okay, the header, and just follow that this is the main and this is a footer, and this is a product listing page. I'm just explaining according to Amazon, like product listing component. Okay, these are products. Maybe these are product one, this is product two, or something. So if you want to communicate between, suppose if you want to pass any information from this component to this component, because it's already it's maintaining the parent and child, because this P, the product is part of product listing page, so that's why you can pass information through props. Okay, the app component is there. From app component, you can pass information to the header. Okay, and at the same time, from app component, you can pass information to the main tag. And app component, you can pass information to the footer. Okay, through props. So that means you should understand that you should maintain a parent and child relationship. So for that, I'm going to create two components. One is the product listing page, and another one is the product page. Okay. Otherwise, first we can understand with a simple example, then we can go on create it. So what I'm saying, we need to maintain a parent and child, right? So that we can create two components, one component as a parent, okay, another component as a child. So, and we can maintain the parent and child relationship with that components, and then we can try to pass the information through props. Okay, we can, once you understand that, we can go with the product listing and all those things. So what we need two components. Okay, first I'm just creating directly, I'm just creating a, without creating a folder, okay, parent dot js. Okay, here this is going to be a function component function. Okay, parent. So you have enough time for watching this video. Please just practice along with me. Don't postpone it. So just a div. Okay, here, suppose for example, I'm just putting here one tag. Okay, I'm just doing like my family information. That's it. So just return. Okay, export, and default. Default parent. Fantastic. So now I'm just importing this parent into app.js. Okay, so we can do all the header and all those things. Right? So even if you see, if you just start parent automatically, it will suggest the auto import also. You can utilize that one as well. So my our application is up and running. Let's see whether it is working or not properly. Okay, my family information. So now here okay, in our example, okay, what I did is our root component is app. So if you see, root component is app. I've just created one another component called parent. Okay, now this parent is we have imported into app, so that they are maintaining parent and child relationship. So this is the app component. This is a parent component. Now we need to create another component as a child, and we can path we import into parent. Then we can achieve the parent and child relationship between component parent and child. So for that, we need to create another component, simple component, that is a child.js. So for saving some time, just copying. I hope you already have some practice how to create components. So I'm just doing this child. Yeah, I'm just displaying the child information. Here's the child information. What we need to do, we need to display. Okay, name. Right now, name is not available. We need to take information from a parent. Otherwise, you can decide what is time education or age. Something like it. Go with age. That's fine. Simple. And now what I'm doing, we need to import. Okay, if you just import inside the parent, so then it will go. It will become the children for the parent. So import. What is that? It's a child. Okay. So it's there in this particular path. So now, okay, he has one child. So if you see, observe carefully. So if you see my family information, okay, I need to just do something. So let me add some styles to the parent. Okay. Style. So how to pass the style? It's like a just pass the object. Okay. Already I've explained something. Suppose I'm just giving us some beautiful background color. Suppose just give light blue something, and just provide some margin. Okay, if you just provide some margin, I'm just giving like the 40 pixel. Okay, so if you see, you are able to see this parent component. Okay, my family information, name and age. This is coming from children. So I'm going to give different style for the children so that you can understand easily. So you see, so don't think that Raghu, please explain properties quickly. So these are also very important. So if you understand clearly. So background color. Okay, I'm just giving light. We should give some opposite color. Let's go with hello. I'm not sure whether it is good or ugly. So again, I'm just giving some margin to that so that easily we can recognize, okay, our component. So it is okay. Fine. We have just given some margin, and if it's better to give some width so that it will display in a proper way because it's a children. So I'm just giving some width, like 200 pixel. At the same time, height also again 200 pixel. Let's see how it will display. Okay, okay, fine. It's good. So if you see, if this parent has two kids, if this parent has two kids, okay, what he can do, he can just add another child. So this is reusability. This is reusability. So you can use a child component. You can create one component and you can reuse it multiple times. So this is the best example because the family, suppose if he has two kids, two children, so he can do that. So if you see, what will happen, it will display. So first kid like name and age, and second name and age. So now we can pass information through prompts. Okay, how to do that? So before that I will give a simple example because it's passing information through props is not a new technique. Suppose in app.js, okay, I will tell you a simple example, then we can go on add some. Suppose if you have an image tag, so if you want to display some image here, okay, what we will do, image tag, we are providing some information through attributes, right? So suppose you should give an alternative. Suppose I'm just giving the iPhone 11 or something, and you should provide the source information, right? Just try to find some source in the. I have some the URL. Okay, it will be available publicly. So just save it. So what will happen? It will display the image in our application. It's fantastic, right? So here, if you see, this is simple. So you have an image tag, and you are passing two values. One is the alternative text, another one is a source. Okay, how you are passing just attribute name and value, attribute name and value. So passing information to components with the help of props is also similar. So now observe carefully. Simply, okay, you can pass some information to any component with the help of props. Okay, how we can do? So we are going to write the first prop. Okay, now tell me, are you ready? So I think only one student is there. Okay, Vasanta, understood what we are doing? Okay,
Yes, Raghu. Yes.
so now we are going to write some program. Parent, okay, so parent is there. Okay, now because parent need to pass the information. Okay, now you just draw the diagram properly so that you will understand clearly. So right now he has two children. One child, he has another child. Now what we are doing, the parent is ready to pass some information to his child. So properties, okay, how much money he has earned, definitely he is going to distribute to their children, right? So this is like a child 1 or child 2. So you can say it's child 1. So here our goal is to send some information from parent to child. So how we can do that? Achieve with the help of props. We already had a discussion about this. With the help of props, we can do that. So how to implement that? Now we are going to do. So if you see, so if you want to send information from parent to child, so just come back to the parent component and child. If you see, just a child. So first I'm just commenting the second child. First we should understand how this happen. One component, then we can go and do the same thing. It's not a big deal. So child. So was here child like child name, right? So we can do like name. Name equal to, suppose if it is a string, so normally name is a string, right? So you can say that Satvik, and you can say that age. Okay, age is a number, right? So if you put in a double quotation, it will send information as a string. Suppose if you want to pass any information as a number, already yesterday we understand that. If you want to add any JavaScript inside the JSX, you should use a curly brace. So here, just say this 8. That's it. So now if you see, so go to the children. So if you see, you can't see any changes in the output. You can't see any changes in the output. Okay. This is my family information, name and age. Nothing has changed because you are passing information to a children, and the child should receive those values and he should use those values to display the information in that component. So if you see the simple thing, I will tell you one simple example. Suppose if you have a function, if you have a function addition, right? Function addition. So if it is expecting the value a comma b, what you will do? What you will do? You will just do addition of, you can pass the information 10 comma 20, right? So that a is 10 is going to store in a and 20 is going to store in b, and you can do calculations and all those things. Here also simple. So you are using a child, but you are passing information through props. But here observe carefully. This props will also come. Okay, you can receive the props. Okay, you can receive the props also through that parameter. But here, this information, you will get that information in the form of object. Okay, so if you see, the parent is passing two values. One is a name, Satvik, and the age, 8. So here, what it will do, so I'm just understanding purpose here, I'm writing here. What it will do, it will create, suppose understand constant props is equal to. So what it will do, it will create a key value pairs. Suppose name, what is the name we are passing? Satvik. And the age is suppose number 8. Okay, understood? So he will hand over this object, the object called props, to check. So that you will receive that information in the form of object, that props. So don't think that Raghu, I'm just passing two values. That's why here I need to write um, like name comma age. So we can destructure it later, but you will get, even if you give 10 properties or 20 properties, 100 properties, it will combine, it will prepare one object for you and it will pass it to you. So now if you see, I'm just deleting this one. So this is just for understanding purpose. Save it. And in the child, once whenever you are trying to render this component, it will do console.log of props. Let's see whether we are able to receive the values or not. That is very important. So just go and read. So hopefully it is hot reloaded. Just go to this goes console. If you see, so it is written multiple times. Don't worry about that. Why it is displaying. So if you see age, 8, and name subject, of course, it is displaying in the alphabetical order. So you should understand that this is the object. This is the object, and these are the key value pairs. This is the most important thing we should observe. So whenever any component is passing information through props to their children, okay, it will create an object for you internally and it will hand over to you with the name called props. Okay, don't give any other names like xyz or something, so just give a same name called props. It is the standard. So now we know that if you have an object, you know, right, how to display that value. Because yesterday we understand if you have any information in the suppose constant, suppose student information, the first name and last name, okay, with the help of JavaScript we can read that object and we can display, right? So here, okay, here you can just put curly brace, okay, the information is there in props, right? Props dot name, okay, and again this information, that the age information is there again, props dot age. So if you see, so we are receiving information from parent through props, and that information, that object have two properties, one is name, another one is age. So just try to give us same spellings, okay, it is not going to give a auto complete and intelligence for you. So you should cross check the spellings properly, unless until you should by the time you learn TypeScript, you should at least remember those things. So TypeScript will solve that problem. We can learn TypeScript very soon. So now if you see, we have a props and props.name and props.age. Let's see whether it is working or not. Boom. Okay, it's working. So name is Satvik and age is 8. Okay, we have successfully created props and we just passed the children, and the child component is also able to read those properties properly and displaying the output. Okay, okay, like understood? Wasn't that understood?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, who are watching this video, please do practice up to this point and then just continue with the other discussion. Okay, fine. So here, okay, now so parent is there. Suppose if he has another child, so what we can do, we can pass that information again. So name equal to suppose Rianshi, and age equal to 6. So what will happen? So if you see, it will create, you don't need to worry about too much, because that's the reusability. That's the reusability. Because if you have a function called addition, if you invoke that addition 10 times, okay, you don't need to define you don't need to define a function addition 10 times. You can invoke that function 10 times, right? Here also same thing. So if you create one component, you can create 100 components. You can reuse the same logic. So for this component also you are passing a name and age. So again it will just read this, it will take help of this function component, and it will take the props of that particular component and it will display. Suppose if you want to add another child, okay, I think nowadays 2 kids are enough. Suppose the name is blah blah, suppose age is 4, okay, so you can do that. So you see, this is simple. And you can arrange, suppose you just use with the help of flexbox, just arrange them in a horizontal way. So if you see, whatever the styles you, because whatever the styles you apply for one component, it will reflect for everything. So that's the reusability. Suppose if you see, if I change the background color at one place, okay, this is yellow, right? So just go with a different color. Different color. Can anyone suggest which color is good? Aqua. Save it. So you see, done. So we can do our development things faster. Okay. Now our focus is props. So you can pass information to child. Okay, here observe carefully. So far, okay, right now we can deal with one child, two child. So now, if you want to pass the information, okay, string we have done, a number we have done. Suppose you can say that you can pass information as booleans, you can pass information of arrays, you can pass information as an object, you can pass information through props. Even you can pass functions also. So it will allow maximum everything. So if you see, I'm going to give another property. Suppose he's going to is passed or something. Okay, examination of the previous. So what we can do, if it is a boolean, like you can see, like boolean true or false, you can pass it. So now this is a string, successful, and number, fantastic, and you can pass the information. It's a boolean also. Suppose if you want to pass the marks details of this children. Suppose if you got the progress report, so you can do one thing. So you can store this information like this. So just I'm storing the constant. So what is doing like kids information. So you can take an array. Okay, you can take an array. So first kid information and second kid information you can store like this. Okay, instead of just hard coding like this. So what I'm doing here, okay, it's a name. Okay, observe carefully. I'm just giving some more information. So age, and is past. So we are taking the three values. That is enough. So you can read the information from object and you can pass it through props. So here, and she age 6, so she got passed. So now what you can do? So here you are passing information directly as a string, a number, or something. Even you can pass the whole object itself, whole information itself. But here, okay, it's this is not the right example. So here, what we can do? So you want to read the information of a first child, right? So what you can do? Just do a curly brace. So kids, the number is 0 because next number 0 you will get, and the property is the name. And here, see, it's of 0 dot h. You can pass it like this. Here also, just do it's of 0 because if a particular student is passed. So in the same way, so let's see whether it is working or not. Whether working or not. So it will work properly. So name, age, okay, because we are passing is passed or not, so that let's add that information also. Here just add another h1 tag. So past, okay, I'm just putting some question mark. So here, what you can say, so props dot is passed. So if you just do is passed, so that's a boolean value. So boolean value, let me do one thing. So just I'm just copying the proper spelling. Okay, so what we can do, so here we can do conditional operators. We can use conditional operators. So just put the curly brace. So this is very important. Is passed. If he passed, okay, we can display, okay, the happy. Okay, but this is passed is a property from props, right? So that we just do it properly. And the false condition. Suppose in case by mistake is not passed, so you can say unhappy. So if you see that, so name Satvik, age 8, and he is happy. And in the same way, you can go and pass that another information. I'm just copying, and here you just change the index number of that particular array item. Just give a 1. Here we are passing numbers and booleans only, but receiving from an object. And you can pass direct object arrays also, that I will show you now. So you see, Rayanshi, suppose if by mistake, okay, here if you just make it false, and she will be unhappy. Okay, so the information is going long, so just adjust the styles. I can just improving the width to 400 pixel for now, but whenever you are designing, just make it, the styles are very important. So if you, because if you say Amazon, how beautiful is this, if you're able to replicate in that way. So now tell me, wasn't the understood what we are doing?
Yes, yes, Raghu. Yes, yes.
So now I will show you how to pass arrays or and how to pass object also. So if you see so far, this is a string, name is a string, this is a number, this is a boolean. So let's see. So we can just pass the marks details. Okay, marks details. Suppose maybe 6 subjects, but I'm just giving a 3 subjects details. Suppose 78 and 89 and 96. Maybe he's not happy with this marks, but for example, I'm giving. Okay, do practice while watching. Just simply watch this video. After next day, you will forget. Next day, you will forget. You can't write code. Once you go to interview, even you can't write a single line of code if you don't practice. Okay, that experience I am saying. I hope you also understand. So if you see right now, the marks details. So I want to pass that marks details here. So we can say I'm just giving property name also marks and just to do curly brace. So here, so kids, okay. I think hope you're able to see my screen right. So 0 dot marks. Okay, that is it is passing. This marks is an array of numbers, right? Array of numbers. Whatever you want to do with that, you can. That's your choice. As a child component, it will take care of that. So now, but it's sometimes it's very difficult to scroll this one, right? No problem. Just do like this. So if you just add a prettier, it will help us. Okay, I will show you tomorrow how to use the prettier to make it proper alignments. So here kids child name, so that you can it easy to understand what we are writing. These are the things. So here also it's one is, so first one is string, a number, it's a boolean. This is array of mass data. So if you go to the child.js, okay, if you just see the console.log, okay, console.log, you see that you can receive that information through props age. Obviously, this is an array of 3 items, and once you receive those information, once you receive that information, that's your choice how to display. So the child, suppose you got an array. What is the array? Props dot marks. So if you want to display, for simple, I'm saying, suppose if you want to display here, what do you need to do? Props dot marks of 0. Subject details, and you can display, of course, with the help of map we can construct and make it beautiful. But so just this is the first session related to the props. We don't need to think too much about that. Slowly we can adapt more skills so that it will display the marks details like this. That means you can pass information through props as a string, a number, boolean, and now we understood how to pass array also. Say the information. Let's see whether you able to see the marks details. So if you see, we are able to see the marks details 78, 89, and 96. 77, 88, and 99. But this is like successfully we pass information as an array. So now I will show you one more thing, then we can go with another example. Okay, so I will show you how to pass object also. So these are the major data types, right, which we use, and how to pass styles, how to pass the methods, and how to pass another component. Okay, those things we can learn in coming days. So another last one. So if you just create any other object, like I'm just putting like address details. So address you can go with object. Suppose house number. Okay, hopefully the kids address will be same. Okay, house num. Okay, fine. House num. Suppose if you just throw them into the hostel, the situation is different. Sorry, I'm just doing it wrong place. The parent. Okay, so I'm just showing address details, or you can, if you have any other good idea, just go with that. On here address, I'm just putting like a house number. Just go with a street. Street X and the pin code. Pin code plus 5000703. So the same address details. Suppose okay, here the kids related to the same parent, but employee details or product details definitely will get some different information. So how to pass that in a similar way? In similar way, so like address, you can give a same name as property. Okay, what you need to pass here, like kids of 0 dot address. Okay, here for the second child, you can pass the information from the next object. So you will receive information as a object. Okay, in the beginning days, if you want, you can cross check how you are able to receive the information. If you see the age, a number is passed, a boolean, marks is an array. Okay, where is that? Our details. Now we got it. Okay, address. You see, street and pin code, age is passed, marks and name. So how to use that one? Well, you know better than me. You can do that. Just go to the child.js, and if you want to display the address details, and just take another paragraph. Okay, and just do the curly brace. Okay, now information is coming from props dot. What is that? One address. Yeah, address. Okay, you should remember the spelling until you learn TypeScript. So, because in JavaScript it doesn't help what is the name of your prop or something. Address dot street. In the same way, if I'm just displaying the street, and if you want, you can go with the pin code as well. Just put another curly brace because you are adding some other JavaScript. You are trying to read information from other JavaScript variable, and this is a pin code. Pin code. Save it. Save it. Just refresh. So you got it, but it is just getting overlapped. Okay, let me increase the height of a component. Right now, I'm not adjusting the style, like I'm not giving a proper style, but I'm just doing like temporary things. So you see, name Satvik, age 8, happy, like Sagar complex, something, and name and everything. So even you can pass the image also, image URL. Okay, those things we can learn tomorrow. Okay, this is enough for today because you should do practice. If I can explain many things, but you should have enough time to do practice. But tomorrow we are going to design this one. If you see, observe carefully, this is one product. This is one product. Every product is almost styles and everything are same. It has one image in the left side, right side. Because if you see, this is a title and rating. Because the parent, this product listing page is passing information about this product through props. So, and if you design one product component and one product listing component, that's enough. You can pass information from product listing to the product, and you can reuse the product in like 100 times. So here, how many product it is displaying? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So maybe if it is displaying 15 or 20, that's fine. We also can do that. So so Vasanta understood.
Yes, Raghu.
Because it's a props, and even we can do destructuring. Tomorrow we can understand how to destructure the props, and at the same time we are going to design this one. Okay, I'm not going to finish with all the beautiful stylings because you should do practice. I will
Yeah.
just create a sample thing, and you should work on finishing the css.
Yeah.
Any questions, Vasanta?
No, Raghu. Everything clear. And can I ask one more? The props concept, can you explain with one form?
One
Form, using form.
form, designing the
Yeah.
forms, login form, those things you are
Yeah.
saying. Yeah, we can do
Yeah.
that definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank
Yeah, okay. For watching this video, my request is please do practice, because if you don't do practice, and you can't understand what we are doing tomorrow. So just practice things and just try to add good css, because that is very very important, because end of the day, because this is for learning purpose. But whenever you once you got a job once, because they will give a design from a Figma, you should able to replicate the same kind of design. So at the time, if you do practice now, it's going to be helpful in office work. Okay. For that, I should take care of CSS as well. Okay, that's all for today, and see you tomorrow with more and more information, and we should able to recreate this product listing page, and just get ready to just download 5 to 10 beautiful iPhone images, and that's enough. I think that is enough for tomorrow's session. Okay, thank you, and see you tomorrow. Bye.